Welcome to the video tutorial series, Press Ganey Improvement Portal for Medical Practices. In this module, you will learn how to create a practice MyTile. Let's begin by logging into the Press Ganey Improvement Portal. The login page can be accessed under the Quick Links tab on the Pulse. You can scroll down and the Press Ganey Improvement Portal is towards the bottom. A new window will appear with the Press Ganey Improvement Portal login. You will enter in your email address and your password. Should you forget your password, you can always click the Reset Password link and follow the instructions provided to get your password back. We will log in with our Florida Hospital email address and enter in our password. Once done, we'll click the login. Once you have logged in, you will be at the main page of the login portal. There is a tile that is already created, and we're going to create one that looks just like this. You can see the blue here is representing all of the practices that you have access to. If you have access to more than one practice, then you will have results for all of them combined. If you would like results for just a single practice, then we will want to create a MyTile for this. How you can create a MyTile by clicking on the MyTiles icon. This will take you to the new MyTiles page. You can see there are several practices that have already been created here on my page that I have done. I'm going to go through and show you how to create one and kind of go through some of the basic features of the MyTile. This can save in running some reports because it will give you a frequent quarter-to-date information. So for example, when we look under the practice at Center for Child Development, it says no surveys have been returned for this time frame. What it is that this practice actually had several returns for the previous quarter. It's just in the new quarter now, they have yet to receive an actual survey in. Right now, since we are the beginning of a new quarter, you can see Center for Behavioral Health has an N size of 6 because it is the beginning of a new quarter. So survey sizes will be low. MyTiles always go for the date range of the current quarter. You can see up at the top we have our N size. It provides an adjusted sample, so just like running a report, our adjusted sample is here. It goes by receive date. Our time frame is the current quarter, and it's telling you what that date range is for your tile. The benchmarking for the MyTile is always set at the site level. So this will be information for your practice. You will be able to pull care provider information in here. However, care provider information is shared at the facility level. So any information that you see in here on your care providers as far as a ranking goes will be inaccurate because the facility level and the site level are two different levels. So please do not pull any provider information from your MyTiles because that is inaccurate information to share with your physician or advanced practice provider. Please run the report of a question analysis for your care providers rather than using the information in the MyTile. So let's go ahead and start by creating a new tile. You can create a new tile on the screen. Just to the far right, you see Create New Tile icon. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And then a blank tile opens up for us to go ahead and create. I'm going to go ahead and name my tile, and I usually name my tile by the practice name, as you can see. For those leaders who would like to have multiple tiles for multiple questions, you could actually name your tile a question in the survey that you're working on, such as information about delays or ease of getting clinic on the phone. And you can make multiple tiles so you can keep track of every individual question on your screen without having to run a report every day or every week. This will keep it up to date for your current quarter to date. So you'll always see what information you have. So for here, I'm going to go ahead and choose Maitland Internal Medicine as my practice. Okay. An account level tile will be set for as an organization. FHMG is the account. However, each individual practice is a site. So we're going to leave this blank. Do not check on the account level tile. Just leave it blank. In the description, I usually put the office supervisor's name and the practice in there. You can put whatever information you would like to denote any information. So select service will only be medical practice. As it updates, you'll be able to select a breakout. So we're selecting for a single site. And then we're going to need to select the option of our site. So you'll have the option to select the site for all practices that you have access to. So I'm going to search down here for FHMG Maitland Internal Medicine and select my site. You can select the overall score. You can select a section or a domain. So if you were looking to create just for your care, for your access section or moving through your visit, if you were looking at that, if you were looking at checking in your nurse assistant, you could go ahead and select any access. Again, I do not recommend selecting care provider as the benchmarking is done at the site level and care provider is always done at the facility level. So the data will be incorrect. Any other section would be fine. Okay. And if you want, you could select by question only, and then all the questions would appear that we use in the survey. I'm going to go by overall score for the sake of creating this tile. Next, we're going to enter in our score value. And there's going to be 4 options that you see when you click on the drop-down arrow. You have a mean score, a top box score, a mean rank, and a top box rank. We share our results right now all by mean rank. So you'll want to use the mean rank, not the top box, but the mean rank. The mean score, I didn't select the mean score, I just selected the rank because as you can see in the tile next that's already been created, the mean score already generates in the lower left of the tile. So where the mean rank is going to appear is going to be up here in the circle. So if I were to select mean score, I would see the mean score at the bottom as well as at the top. So this way I can see my mean score and I can see my rank. The goal value, we are looking to be at top quartile performance. So we could set that value at 75. However, that means that you could, if you were working on a particular question, like let's say ease of getting clinic on the phone or information about delays, and your practice was at the 24th percentile and you were looking to get to the 50th, you could select that question and select 50 as your goal to get to. You can always come back in and edit and change this value. What's going to happen when you select 75 is that that's going to determine the color of the circle that you're at. When you're in green, you're at goal. If you're in yellow, you're close to goal. And if you're in red, you're below goal. That's all that means, is just going to determine the color of the circle that you're looking at. Now that I've entered in all my information, I can go ahead and click Create Tile. And the tile will be made. It's going to appear on my last page at the very end. And here is the practice that I created. So some interesting bits about the MyTile feature. We talked about when we run a report, we're getting our mean score and we're getting our rank. We also ran a report that provided a frequency analysis, and that's what this does. This report provides a frequency analysis and distribution of responses, how many fives, how many fours, how many threes, how many twos, and how many ones were received in the survey and what the scores were. Okay. You can also click on the details. When you click on the details, you're going to get a new screen that's going to appear that's going to provide your overall score and your questions. So it's providing your mean score in regards to the questions on the survey. So you can see the mean scores that are listed there. Over to the side, you can see that it's providing information about the provider. Again, the mean score is correct on the provider. It's just the ranking may be wrong because the ranking is set by site and not by facility. We always run providers by facility. So the mean score is going to be accurate, but the ranking may be inaccurate. So we never use the information in the MyTile for our care providers. I'm going to go back to the MyTile and share one last item on the MyTile feature. Let's say I wanted to make an edit and a revision to MyTile. You can always click on the graph icon in the lower right corner, and that will flip your tile. Whoops, I clicked it just a little too quickly there. This is going to share with you and show you basically for the past 12 months what your rank and your mean score was. You can see the practice here. There's actually supposed to be a blue line and a black line sharing that information, and this practice is very close that they almost overlap. Okay, if I want to make an edit, I can click on the graph icon one more time, and this takes us back to the page that we created the practice. So if I wanted to change my overall to, let's say, the mean score, I could do that and change the goal value. Okay, and let's just say 75 again. If I hit Save Tile, you can see that mean score now appears rather than the rank. And that's why it is best to just hit mean rank and set your value. And then it appears the ranking. So you can always make edits to a tile that you want. If you decide that, oh, I don't need this tile anymore, I want to get rid of it, you can always just click delete and your tile will be deleted. This concludes our tutorial video on setting up a practice MyTile.